call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Vols will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ramsey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Hurtado. Under fire! He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Oh, they're after him. Finds a man all alone. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Turning it on! Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The throw to the outside is complete. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Hurtado. He unleashes a long one. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage, moving down the field to score that opening series.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. Return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy, let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Hurtado. Quick completion on the out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Ducks are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
To the air on second down. With the catch, it's Williams. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
The give to the tailback. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. The quick out. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, he leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
To the air, it's Hurtado. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the phone. They're up by 7 over San Jose State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know that.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
To the air, it's Asher. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Second down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Going with the ground game left. Oh, got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown Vols! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's complete to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
These slot receivers are being featured and highlighted in every great offense in college football. You find guys with that kind of speed, and now you isolate them on safeties, on linebackers, and big plays follow.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Hurtado. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. He's got the back in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understanding they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play, the defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Back to pass, it's Asher. Quickly complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And some room to work. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Daly. There he goes. The 40. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Offense changing the play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Swings it out to the flat. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Hurtado. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Daly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's complete. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a... play, and they'll move the chains.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the grab down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Hurtado. Back open in the middle. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. So here is the Tennessee offense. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their cord.
Turning it on! He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else would be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this 2nd half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Makes the catch. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Asher. Complete. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
The Vols looking to convert on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Vols line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Kick is in the air. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They go to the end around to start the drive. That'll get them thinking. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Might be changing the route. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes...
Breaks into the open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Snagged out of the air. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense might bring the house here. Using his legs, it's Daly. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Rutgers stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Piscataway. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last.
Oh, he's got some space. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. Maybe you want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Here's the handoff. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're...
Ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just an outstanding return after the pick, and he'll put that offense in business at the 45.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no Moss. Get it together.
Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Punt is in the air. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off play action on first down. Under fire. Going right and going deep. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Hurtado. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Puts it out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quick strike complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the...
There he goes. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. It's complete on the right side.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Working that left side now. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hurtado. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Escapes the pressure going right. Release to the back. This time it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give as they work on that clock.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They stop it short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Looking to throw, it's Hurtado. He uncorks one deep. Reels it in down the outside. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right on the money. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Quarterback may change this route. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Back to throw, it's Hurtado. And the pressure will get there. The sack, down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Timeout, Oregon.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Unleashes one. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.